How's it going, everyone? Equinox6 here, and it is that time again! Time to see what anime is John gonna watch in the upcoming season. In this case, all 2021. Yeah. I should probably open up the a full proper list, but I'll do that after. Let's see. But yeah, let's just get into it, because this is gonna take forever. There are currently 44 anime that I have to go through. So let's get into it. Let's see. Uh, Komi-san wa komyusho desu. Ooh. Technically be des. Anyway, it's Shoko Komi's first day at the prestigious Itan Private High School, and she has already risen to the status of the school's Madonna. With long black hair and a tall, graceful appearance, she captures the attention of anyone who comes across her. There's just one problem, though. Despite her popularity, Shoko is terrible at communicating with others. Hitohito Tadano is your average high school boy with his life motto of read the situation and make sure to stay away from trouble. He quickly finds that sitting next to Shoko has made him the enemy of everyone in his class. One day, knocked out by accident, Hitohito later wakes up to the sound of Shoko's meow. He lies that he heard nothing, causing Shoko to run away. Before she can escape, Hitohito surmises that Shoko is not able to talk to others easily. In fact, she has never been able to make a single friend. Hitohito resolves to help Shoko with her goal of making 100 friends so that she can overcome communication disorder. It was interesting up until she wants to make 100 friends. That just sounds like a cousin friends, like Aine from a cousin friends. Anyway, oh, this feels like a slice of life anime, which I love slice of life. Don't get me wrong, but this was like, I'm gonna make 1,000,000 friends, and I'm just like, oh, that's like 100 friends. That's a tall order. Ooh. See, I'm unsure. We all know this is how it goes, right? I'm unsure. Okay. This is gonna be really awkward to watch, like just her being socially awkward and stuff. If I wanted to watch someone be socially awkward, I'd watch myself in high school. I'd just jump down memory lane, as it were, and reminisce about my idiot days. So I'm gonna pass on this. Move on to the next one. Let's see. After the death of his Platinum End. After the death of his parents, a young Mirai Kakehashi is left in the care of his abusive relatives. Since then, he has become gloomy and depressed, leading him to attempt suicide on the evening of his middle school graduation. Mirai, however, is saved by a pure white girl named Nase, who introduced herself as a guardian angel, wishing to give him happiness by granting him supernatural powers and a chance to become the new god. In order to earn the position, he must defeat 12 other god candidates within 999 days. Soon Mirai begins to struggle to survive as a terrifying battle royale erupts between himself and the candidates to obtain the most power in the world. Oh my lord, it's a battle royale. No. Just no. Like, the premise is cool, right? But like, hey, guys, gonna become the new god. Oh no, sorry, he's a battle royale. No. Anyway. Let's move on. 86-second season. We didn't watch the first one, so second season's relevant. Someone's got comment section. Please give 86 a chance. Someone actually tried to convince me to watch 86 in my comment section. I'm like, no. Man, if I want to read about, if I want to watch segregation, I'll watch something on like the Civil War and what caused it and stuff and the aftermath. American history is literally all about segregation, even now. I'll turn on the news if I want to hear about segregation. Anyway, moving on. Blue Period. Second-year high school student Yatora Yaguchi is bored with his normal life. He studies well and plays around with his friends, but in truth he does not enjoy either of those activities. Bound by norms, he secretly envies those who do things differently. That is until he discovers the joy of drawing. When he sees a painting made by a member of the art club, Yotaro becomes fascinated with the colors used in it. Later in an art exercise, he tries to convey his language without words, but instead through painting. After that experience, Yotaro finds himself so invested in art that he decides that it is what he wants to do for a living. There stands multiple objects in his way. His parents were hesitant over his unique choices, his more experienced peers, and the study of a subject much deeper than he initially expected. Okay. And it starts in 2 weeks. That means I'm gonna be behind! Anyway, oh, regular broadcast is on the 2nd. No, that's fine. Yeah. I want to see where this goes. This one actually has my interest. Like, we're gonna watch Blue Period. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys are gonna watch one of the others, but so far we got Blue Period. Let's see. Meiruko-chan. Miko is a typical high school student whose life turns upside down when she suddenly starts to see gruesome and hideous monsters. Despite being completely terrified, Miko carries on with her daily life, pretending not to notice the horrors that surround her. She must endure the fear in order to keep herself and her friend Hannah out of danger, even if that means coming face to face with the absolute worst. Blending both comedy and horror, Meiruko-chan tells the story of a girl who tries to deal with paranormal by acting indifferent toward it. Okay. Okay, I'm down. I want to see this. She's essentially like a tsundere character, but not. I love it. Let's go. Oh, I was like, we've gone through like 10 rows, and no, I've only gone through 1 row and started on the 2nd. Anyway. Hacked Up Destiny. Okay. In the story of the anime, one day a black meteorite fell on the world, and the world completely changed. The meteorite produced grotesque monsters called D2, which started running rampant. D2 very quickly banned all music, which was the one thing able to overcome them. There are some people who resisted the D2. They are young women who hold the power of music, the music art. These young women hold scores that are to defeat the monsters, and there are also people who lead these women, the conductor. The anime takes place in America in the year 2047, just fallen true and thanks to the D2. Tak, the conductor, is partnered with a music art named Unmei. Tak Yeens, I'm sure it's supposed to be yearns, for music to be returned to the world, and Unmei wishes to destroy the D2. Their aim is to travel to New York. Music anime. This is getting added. I know what anime this is. I said I was gonna watch it, but I never added it because I wanted it to be part of the video. I'm gonna, yeah, okay. I'll give this one a shot. Might drop it, might not. Let's see. Sekai Psycho, no, not Ansatsusha Isekai Kizoku ni Tensei. Title. I'm going to live for myself. The greatest assassin on earth knew only how to live as a tool for his employers until they stopped letting him live. Reborn by the grace of a goddess into a world of swords and sorcery, he's offered a chance to do things differently this time around. But there's a catch. He has to eliminate a super powerful hero who will bring about the end of the world unless he is stopped. Now known as Lu Tuatha De, the master assassin certainly has hands full, particularly because of all the beautiful girls who constantly surround him. Lu may have been an incomparable killer, but how will he fare against foes with powerful magic? Yo, that actually sounds pretty sick. A hero who's actually the villain. Why does that remind me of another anime I watched quite recently, in fact? If you guys haven't already, there are a bunch of anime that I've picked up that you should watch. Not just the top 5s and top 10s. Those are the best of the best, the cream of the crop. But they're all good for the most part. Anyway, Shumatsu no Harem. Oh no. It has harem in the title. Oh, it's an ecchi. The man killer virus, a lethal disease that has eradicated 99.9% of the world's male population. I already hate it. Mizuhara Reito has been in cryogenic sleep for the past 5 years, leaving behind Tachibana Isa, the girl of his dreams. When Reito awakens from the deep freeze, he emerges into a sex-crazed new world where he himself is the planet's most precious resources. Reito and 4 other male students are given the lives of luxury in one simple mission: repopulate the world by pregnant. Yeah, I'm not watching this. As many women as possible. All Reito wants, however, is to find his beloved Risa, who went missing 3 years ago. Can Reito resist temptation and find his one true love? No, no, I'm not gonna watch this. That is terrible. Um, not because the premise is boink every woman on the planet, but just because 99.9% of the male population is gone. This guy's not even a badass with a harem. He's just the only male alive, essentially. That's just wrong. That's boring. Nah. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys might want to watch it. Is there an English title to this? Because that's a lot of Japanese, and my Japanese is not good. Banished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. I was kicked out of the hero's party because I decided to have a show life at the frontier. Okay. Okay. A heroic and mighty adventurer dreams of opening a pharmacy. Red was once a member of the Heroes Party, a powerful group destined to save the world from the evil force of Taraxon, the raging demon lord. That is until one of his comrades kicked him out. Hoping to live the easy life on the frontier, Red's new goal is to open an apothecary. However, keeping the secret of his former life may not be as simple as he thinks, especially when the beautiful Rit, an adventurer from his past, shows up and asks to move in with him. Oh. The first episode's gonna be a bit difficult to watch on this one, right? When he gets kicked out and has to like readjust and whatnot, but that sounds like a banger anime to me. Saihata no Paladin. In a city of the dead long since ruined and far from human civilization, lives a single human child. His name is Will, and he's being raised by 3 undead: the hardy skeletal warrior Blood, the graceful mummified priestess Mary, and the crotchety spectral sorcerer Gus. Pour love into the boy and teach him all they know. But one day, Will starts to wonder, who am I? Will must unravel the mysteries of this faraway dead man's land and unearth the secret paths of the undead. He must learn the love and mercy of the good gods and the bigotry and madness of the bad. And when he knows it all, the boy will take his first step on the path to becoming a paladin. Ooh. Okay. Intriguing. A boy raised by the undead. And look, no ecchi. That has nothing to do with why I didn't like it. Just the entire like synopsis is just like, yeah, this boring thing happened, and then this other boring thing is gonna happen, and oh yeah, by the way, the guy only wants this one girl. Humanity's on the brink of collapse, and this dude is thinking of himself. Just anyway, Senpai ga Uzai Kohai no Hanashi. Oof. Igarashi Futuba's new job would be great if her senpai, Takeda Harumi, wasn't so incredibly annoying. Futaba hates his laughs, she hates how big he is, she really hates that he treats her like a little kid. Just because Futaba is short and looks young doesn't make her a kid, and just because she spends so much time with Takeda doesn't mean she sees him as anything but an annoying senpai. Or does she? Ooh. Now, my question is it just that she's short? Right? Short. Y'all see the 3rd anime in this row? That's getting added. I've already read the synopsis myself. I love it. I want to watch it, and I'm gonna watch it. Anyway, let's add this because I'm curious. Might drop it, might not. You know, just one of the maybes. I remember one of the anime that I said maybe to, and it turned out to be Hige Hero. It turned out to be, you know, one of the banger animes of that season. Last season. Go check that out if you guys. Oh lord, I got pinged. Hold up. Guy being a negative Nelly again. Woo! on, man. You don't have to be negative. Anyway, uh, let's add this, and then I'll read you guys the Tsuki's thing. Oh, it's already added. Anyway, to Laika to Nosferatu. The first astronaut in human history was a vampire girl. Following the end of World War II, the world-dividing superpowers Federal Republic of Zimitra in the east and United Kingdom of Arnak in the west turned their territorial ambitions towards space. Both countries have been competing fiercely for development. East history, 1960, Gergiev, the chief leader of the Republic, announces the manned spaceflight program, Project Mektat. Ream. Which successful would be the first feat for humankind. At the time, Lev Leps, a substitute astronaut candidate, is ordered for a top secret mission, the Nosferatu Project. Program experiments with vampires prior to manned missions. The Nosferatu Project will use Arena Luminesque as a test subject, and Lev is to monitor and train her. Even while trifled by the walls of the race and ego of the nations, Lev and Arena share genuine sentiment as they aim for the universe. Space anime with fantasy elements, essentially. Okay, Taisho Otome Otagi Banashi. I think I said that right. May have said it wrong. Anyway, Tamahiko Shima is the youngest son of the powerful and wealthy Shima family. Blessed with great fortune since childhood, he grew up wanting nothing but affection from his often distant family. After losing his mother and crippling his dominant arm in an accident, Tamahiko fell into deep despair and was cast aside by his own father for his handicap. Condemned to live isolated in the countryside where he would not bring shame to his family name, he resigned himself to dying alone until one day a young girl named Yuzuki Tachibana appeared on his doorstep, proclaiming that Tamahiko's father sent her to be his bride. As she takes care of Tamahiko, Yuzuki brings a feeling of springtime into Tamahiko's dreary life, allowing him to gradually heal from the deep emotional scars of his youth. Their lives slowly intertwine as both Tamahiko and Yuzuki taste the fruits of their first love. Licensor Funimation. Okay, I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this. This sounds like an anime I'm going to 100% regret. And it's probably going to end up like Kanojo mo Kanojo, where I finish it all the way through. Just out of, I don't know, I guess masochism. Anyway. Sakugan! Hey, an anime whose title I can pronounce. Far in the future, the human beings are pushed into a deep underground world called Labyrinth, and they are living shoulder to shoulder. The Labyrinth has several colonies with several settings, such as one having an insane high temperature, while others full of gold and silver. Among those in a colony of Pinion resides a curious 9-year-old girl named Memempu and her father Ganbar. As workers aiming for survival, lowest profession of lowest profession of riding a working robot to dig ore. One day, Pastor Gaganbar, cave examiner, makes maps. I thought her father was Gaganbar. Who makes maps to go travel together with her to find her mother. As a marker, Gaganbar holds the most dangerous yet attractive profession. One step outside the colony is already deemed to be a dangerous area. And meeting a huge mysterious creature that loiters the cave, one's chance of living will cut down to 5%, since it is a dangerous racket to explore the unknown world. The map they hold is valuable and can be sold at a high price. However, is the price for their curiosity higher? What could be the cruel truth that is hidden among them? What awaits at the end of the test? In this travel story between father and daughter, surrounds adventure with family love. And then Kaginado is like a crossover anime. I don't know. It's not hitting for me. Maybe one of you guys will like it. Alright, Muv-Love Alternative. A night alternative? Hold up. It is. It's like an alternate setting to an anime. Okay. Anyway. In 1973, the invasion of an extraterrestrial life form, the Beta, began a war that has driven mankind to the brink of extinction. In an attempt to counter the Beta's overwhelming strength in numbers, mankind has developed the humanoid weapons known as TSFs, deploying them on the front lines of their anti-Beta war all across the globe. However, mankind still lost the majority of Eurasia to the superior numbers of the marching Beta. For nearly 30 years, mankind has remained bogged down and struggles with no hope in sight. Cool, so do we pass or do we pass? Because that just sounds depressing. That sounds like a worse version of No Gun's life, honestly. Like in every way. Anyway, so I'm gonna pass on that one. If my negativity isn't a hint. No, let me get some water first. We are about halfway. I request that you all please ignore the fact that I have 3 Twitch streams that aren't even streaming open. Someone's gonna make a comment on it, I know it. But for transparency's sake, it is the chat for my favorite, second favorite, and third favorite streamers on Twitch. Give them all follows. They are wonderful people. Anyway, Osama ranking. The one manga centers around Boji, a deaf, powerless prince who cannot even wield a children's sword. As the firstborn son, he strives hard and dreams of becoming the world's greatest king. However, people mutter about him behind his back as a good-for-nothing prince, and no way he can be king until to make his first ever friend, Kage, a little shadow on the ground who somehow understands Boji well. Kage survived the Kage assassin clan that was all but wiped out. No longer killer, Kage now makes ends meet by stealing. The story follows a coming of age as he meets various people in his life, starting with his fateful encounter with Yo. Reading that description stressed me out. You guys could probably tell from the tone of my voice changing like partway through. Wow. No, pass. Heavy pass. Kyuketsuki Sugu Shinu. Vampires are said to have many weaknesses, such as garlic, crosses, and sunlight. Game-loving vampire lord Draluk just happens to be weak to everything. He dies, turning into a pile of ash at the slightest shock. After Vampire Hunter Ronaldo learned of a castle inhabited by a vampire rumored to have kidnapped a kid, he went there intending to take the devil down. However, the vampire turned out to be Draluk, a wimp who keeps turning into ash at the smallest things. Moreover, the kid wasn't being held captive. He was just using the haunted house as a personal playground. And when his castle is destroyed, Draluk moves into Ronaldo's office, much to the other's chagrin. Despite their differences, they must try to work together to defend themselves from rogue vampires, Ronaldo's murderous editor, investigators, and more, with Draluk dying continuously along the way. Oh no. Oh no. As funny as it would be to watch a vampire constantly turn into ash, I'm gonna pass. Mainly because I prefer my vampire anime to be actiony as opposed to comedy. Like, I very much don't want to laugh at a vampire. I want to think they're cool and badass. That's just me, though. Y'all are more than welcome to watch this anime and tell me how it is when we do the roundup for the top 10 or 5 or whatever it ends up being. Anyway, Visual Prison. Anchi Yuki, a boy who wrestles with deep-seated loneliness, can't fit in. With nobody to call family, he leaves his hometown. Longing to see an artist he admires perform, he heads for Harajuku, where he encounters a live battle between Visual K units, Eclipse and Los Eden. Overwhelmed by the energetic performance, he is suddenly struck by an intense pain. Yes, and that's an incomplete synopsis. I can't watch this anime with an incomplete synopsis. What? Yo, literally, one of y'all can one of y'all just watch this anime for me? invest all your time in it. Tell me how it is. Sankaku Mado no Sotogawa wa Yoru. Shy bookstore clerk Kosuke Mikado has the ability to see ghosts and spirits, an ability he wishes he didn't have, since what he sees usually terrifies him. Rito Hiyakawa, an exorcist whose social powers are as strong as his social graces are weak, doesn't see anything, mortal or otherwise. When this odd couple gets together to solve the bizarre cases that come their way, their work methods may not be entirely safe for work. Yes, but I'm hoping this is not like a hentai. Not entirely safe for work. Look, I'm more than willing for them to torture people. That's fine. Just don't be a hentai. Because that's just weird. Like, crime solving. Oh, it's also a hentai. Like, what? It doesn't say ecchi, so it should be fine. Oh, I see that last tag. Still gonna watch it. I did add it, right? That last tag doesn't really, or at all. I just clocked onto it and I was like, oh, cool. It's like I see that last tag anyway. Shinkan no mi shiranai uchi ni kachigumi jinsei. Seiichi Hiragi is an ugly, revolting, dirty, smelly fat ass. These are the insults hurled at him one after another about his appearance. Such was Seiichi's miserable school life. One day, a voice claiming to be a god announced over the public address system to prepare to be transported to another world. The entire school, including Seiichi, were sent to a fantasy world featuring game-like elements such as levels, stats, skills. However, the god still had preparations complete for the transfer. Send them over as soon as the hero summoning ritual was ready. The classes all formed groups to wait for the transfer. Seiichi was alone. Alone was excluded as such was summoned to a different area. After being transported, the first thing Seiichi ate was the fruit of evolution, which would come to greatly change his appearance. This story follows Seiichi from being bullied by his classmates, neglected as a companion, to his hard work, positive attitude, and surviving this new world. As a result, he becomes one of the champions before he knows it. Yo, let's do it. Oh, I got a headache. Let's hope I can finish this video fast. Lupin the Third Part 6, another third season. I'm gonna pull this on the other side. Hold up, what is this? The third season of Yuna. 2018. When did it start? 2014. So it's like a magical girl anime? Anyway, I haven't seen the first season, so as always, we're gonna skip it. I may come back to it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, Shikizakura. Okay. Shikizakura, where cherry blossoms are in full bloom while trees are colored with autumn leaves. In this special place where the transient world meets the spirit world, the ritual save humanity is about to begin. High school student Kakeru Miwa, by a strange turn of events, winds up being an irregular member of a power suit team tasked with battling Oni. These Oni possess humans and try to cling to the transient world. Only the power suit Yoroi, which combines ancient secrets with the latest technology, can protect people from Oni. Kakeru decides to become a hero who will battle Oni and protect Oka Mujin, the shrine maiden fated with saving the world. Shikizakura season Oka dances as a shrine maiden in autumn leaves and cherry blossoms. Heroic action, past and future, the chance in the spirit world, thoughts and wishes all intersect. Begin. What clinched it is Sentai Filmworks. I was like on the fence. I'm like, do I really want to watch it? And it's just like, yeah. Furaore, Pride of Orange. I feel like this is gonna be a long season. Like, this one's like 25 anime, and Saturdays are a torture. Anyway. Um, the story takes place in Nikko City, Tochigi Prefecture, where girls aim for the top of the world through ice hockey. Local junior high school student Manaka and her younger sister Sayaka, who was forced to be invited, hit the gate for first hand. Spirits of the ice hockey, held by the Nikko-based team Dream Monkeys. The two are joined by their childhood friends. They come found ice hockey and eventually join the team. So, junior high kids playing ice hockey. I'm gonna pass just because junior high kids. Like, if it was high school kids, it'd be like, okay, they're almost adults. Like, but this just sounds like it's gonna be like angst and sports and shit. Anyway, Build Divide, Code Black. I can see it the way I can win. This time I'll beat him, so come at me again. Accept. Bloom, Gambler of Souls. In New Kyoto, a city governed by the king, one's worth is determined by his or her strength. In the Build Divide trading card game, rumors swirl about New Kyoto and its king. Defeat the king in Build Divide, any wish will be fulfilled. And in order to challenge the king, one must participate in the TCG battle known as Rebuild. The key must be completed. Everyone has a wish they long to have fulfilled. Teruto Kurabe, a boy who vows to take down the king, and Sakura Banka, the mysterious girl who guides him, throw themselves into the rebuild battle with New Kyoto as the stage. The curtain rises and the battle begins for Naruto. The last card game I watched was Shadowverse, and I didn't finish it. I dropped it. Like, as interesting as this is, I'm not gonna pick it up just because I don't have a good history with card game. I never finished Bakugan. I never finished Yu-Gi-Oh. I never finished Shadowverse. I never finished card game battle anime. Like, did you just like Yu-Gi-Oh? I stopped in the middle of Zexal. Bakugan, I think I got to the final season. Like, I binged it really heavily, and then I got to like the final season, and I really should go back and watch the final season in its full, but it's not gonna happen. Anyway, I'm gonna pass. Apologies to anyone who, I don't know, read the manga, light novel, whatever this thing is based off of, or even plays the card game and wants me to watch. I'm not good with card. Anyway, let's try Tesla Note. Mission T is a secret operation to save the world from destruction. Trained as a ninja from a young age, Bota Negoro raised to become the ultimate spy, teams up with another exit spy, Kuruma. They aim to recover the legacy of the genius inventor Nikola Tesla, the shards of Tesla. Can the two outwit the agents of the other countries who are also pursuing these fragments? A super original spy series. Sorry, spy thriller begins. I'm good with that. I do like my spy movies, even though I haven't watched the stereotypical spy movie in James Bond. I've never watched a James Bond movie in my life. I played one of the games, but that's about it. Kyokai Senki. In the year 2061 AD, Japan has lost its sovereignty. The Japanese people spend their days as oppressed citizens after being divided and ruled by the four major trade factions. The country became the forefront of the world following the deployment of Aiminoid special mobile weapon by each economic bloc. Amo Shiba, a boy who loves machines, meets Guy, an autonomous thinking AI. The encounter leads Amo to cast himself into the battle to claim Japan. Probably no. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. This is like Code Geass, but like Code Geass was goated, and I still need to watch the Code Geass like sequel movie thing. I'm gonna pass on this. Wow, we might actually have a short season, or at least one that doesn't involve Hell Day and like today. Anyway, Deep Insanity, The Lost Child. Madness and unawakening sleep, Randolph syndrome. This new illness is slowly but steadily approaching humanity, caused by the huge underground world in an asylum. Peter Antarctica. There are strange creatures different from the Earth and unknown resources. People who bet their lives on the depths of the mysterious new world to get huge wealth, organizational plots, or their own mission. With a wish in his heart, he's trying to challenge the front line. Y'all know what's gonna happen next. Selection project! Held every summer, the National Show Selection Project is the biggest gateway for girls who strive to be idols, and the place where the legendary idol Akari Amazawa. Akari? Legendary idol Akari? Have my attention. Was born. Miyama, sorry, is also one who has longed for such a dream stage. Having been sick since childhood, she listened to the Song of the Light many times in her bed in the hospital room. Akari's singing voice gave her a lot of smiles and courage, inspiring Suzune to follow in her footsteps. In her last summer of junior high school, Suzune decides to challenge the 7th annual selection process to make her dream come true. The girls who challenge the selection all have strong feelings that are second to none, accumulating efforts and extraordinary charm. Only 9 stars are selected from among the thousands of candidates. Now, the hot and harsh audition battle begins to make their dreams. You know what? Let's go. Considering I enjoy Love Live and Akatsu and Idly Pride and a few other idol anime of not note, because those are the only 3 I can remember off the top of my head. But, no. Digimon, no. Just auto skip right there. One day, Toshiaki Gozu, affectionately known as Gozu, a man who strays from society, is shot dead and somehow wakes up incarnate in the world of a video game. Furthermore, standing before him is the game's last boss, the Demon King Eve Logia, whom he has always lusted after. The disillusioned childish Gozu stands there alone, quivering. He tells Eve, "I fell in love with you," and without saving, the recording begins. Oh. Y'all remember how I said I don't want to watch hentai? Y'all saw where it says explicit, right? uh, I don't want to watch hentai, so I'm gonna pass. ASMR, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. Oh, sorry. 180 Bio de Kimi no Mimi wa Shiawase ni Dekira ka. ASMR is the nerve tingling, relaxing response and sensation one gets to certain stimuli such as certain sounds or sights. As the title indicates, the anime will let viewers experience ASMR in 180 seconds. In the story, the heroine challenges classmates to share in her hobby of recording ASMR works. So it's a 3-minute anime of ASMR. ASMR makes me uncomfortable. Like, it actually makes me uncomfortable on, like, a very deep level. So pass, but only because it's ASMR. Like, if it was like part of like a greater anime, I would have been like, hey, yeah, man, 20 minutes when you get 3 minutes of ASMR. I'm like, comfy, but hey, I want to see where this goes. But this is just ASMR, so no. Anyway. Gyakuten Sekai no Denshi Shoujo. Shoujo? Ooh. To give me like mech girl. Anyway, Japan 2019, just before the dawn of a new era. Sudden rift to another dimension appears in the sky, revealing an alternate world, Shinkoku Nippon. With the sky and the earth upside down. This parallel world keeps their former militarism, with its era being eternal Showa. The military invades the real Japan with giant humanoid royals called Garan, and their gas weapons, Genmu. Rendering our modern weapons effective, Shinkoku Nippon instantly seizes the government and achieves de facto conquest of Japan. The new era, Reiwa, has not arrived to Japan. The title says shoujo, which is girl, but where is the girl? Like, confusion? Like, I don't want a very on-the-nose title in the synopsis, like, the detective is already dead, but, at the very least, tell us about the girls that are the main characters in the synopsis. Be like, oh, this person does this, or something, or... What is to get me invested? All I know is the title says girl in it. What's it in English? See if it has an English title. Rumble Garandal. Again, nothing. Okay, pass. Digimon, pass. It's Digimon. After Frontier, I don't have an interest in Digimon. Not because Frontier was bad, but because I enjoyed Frontier that much. And Deiji meets girl. Ooh, Ansei. Maise Higa is a listless first-year high school girl who works part-time at the front desk of her family's hotel in Okinawa. Meets an Ichiro Suzuki, a mysterious youth who came alone from Tokyo as a hotel guest. Since Suzuki's arrival, Deiji thinks have been happening around Maise, like fish swimming around the room or a giant banyan tree smashing through the hotel ceiling. Deiji is an Okinawan word that means totally or very. I'm aware of what Deiji means, but the title doesn't make any sense, but the synopsis. Synopsis, though. See, that's a synopsis. Boy meets girl, weird shit happens. See, that's a good synopsis. I don't give a shit what happens from Japan in an alternate dimension to normal dimension Japan. What does that have to do with the characters? We're gonna watch Deiji Meets Girl. The anime shows the war's events through the perspective of a young girl who makes a living traveling the blind being is gifted the ability to see the future. She meets Taira, one of the patriarchs of the powerful Taira family, and tells him about. Wait. Heike Monogatari. What war? See, bad synopsis. Skip. Okay, one. It's the pretty series. Watch it, just not now. Muteking the Dancing Hero. Set in a city modeled after San Francisco in the 1980s, the protagonist is thrown the air Muteking and is fighting against evil aides for some reason. Such a cheerful hero will turn in 2020. Sci-fi hero loving comedy. Card Guard Vanguard, no. Based something about dancers, no. And I'm based on Gunma, prefecture mascot Gunma-chan, okay. Kimi to Fit Boxing. No. Okay, that's all of them. Give me one moment. I'm gonna bring up the filters to 2021 and I'm gonna bring in the full list and just drag it over. Apply. Alright, here is the full list of the anime that I will be watching. Yep, shoutouts to Yashahime Season 1. I loved it. Anyway, this is the full list of anime that I will be watching in fall 2021. Y'all join me on the journey of most of this, but some of it's from, you know, their sequels to other things that we've watched previously, which, you know, to be expected. Wait, seriously? Only 20? Wait. Oh, there it is. Hanyo no Yashahime is the third one. Interesting. Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen's movie comes out this month, so it's only 19. 19 plus whatever pushes off, like D-Side Trauma Ray, I believe, is one of them. Jahisama. Jahisama ends like the end of this season. Yeah. Anyway, that's the video. Anyway, you know what? That's gonna be for this video. Tell me which anime you guys are gonna be watching down in the comment section down below. That's gonna be for this video. If you guys sorry, skip. If you guys haven't already, hit like, hit subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright. I promise not to mess up the outro next time.